Well, we had it. Minecraft movie came out, I guess, yesterday? I heard a lot of people went and watched it April 3rd. Today is April 4th. I watched it today because that's what the title card and the ad said was April 4th. So I was a little confused there, right? Minecraft movie came out, and I'll be honest, it's not great. It's not like what I would say top tier. The pacing for the film is like very fast. They like introduced all the characters, and they're very light characters. They introduced all the characters within like the first like 15 minutes or something like that. Then it was like, boom, here's Minecraft. There was confusion for like some of the characters. They weren't like very detailed characters, just kind of flat lines, if you ask me. You could like obviously tell who was gonna be the builder. But I think considering that we're dealing with Minecraft, it's such a big IP that it works, right? You could throw anything in that way. Well, maybe not anything, but for what it was, it worked. I think the plot to it wasn't overly great. Jack Black kind of just played Jack Black. He didn't really play Steve. I am glad that, Jack Black had that time where he played Minecraft with PewDiePie. I swear that happened. Someone tell me if that happened or if I'm wrong. What was Minecraft was Jack Black just explaining game mechanics. An ender pearl. You throw it. Teleports. A lot of that. Redstone does electricity. There was a lot of references and Easter eggs, which I think was pretty cool. There's like the Technoblade memorial or, honorary mention. I thought that was pretty cool. That brought a smile to my face. And I know like this film was like was presented for like kids, right? Its audience is children. I'm not against it, should I say, but I feel like the plot shouldn't suck as bad. It shouldn't be as poorly written, maybe. I don't know. Now, granted, I will say this. Unlike the trends or the rumors, it was not what I would consider a musical. There were like 3 or 4 little jigs that Jack Black broke out in song for kind of a weird reason. Just weird reasons, it felt like. And I think at some point I actually may have dozed off a little bit. Like I was like sitting in my chair and I was just kind of like, oh. Now I will say this. The visuals were pretty good. Like the biomes and everything being seen in the scenery was really like well done. I didn't really like the way creatures looked fully. I thought they looked fine. Obviously, we're trying to bring Minecraft to a more humanizing state, but I don't know if it was for me. I thought it looked weird. I thought it looked a little funky. I was definitely really like shocked by like some of the. I think some of the parts were pretty funny. There was comedy in the movie, I chuckled. But yeah, in a fullness of like the entirety of the Minecraft movie, it was Jack Black explaining game mechanics, going, hey, we gotta do this, go here, do this. This is what this does, this is what this does, this is how you craft. You ever think about how lava and chicken works? What happens there? Well, I got the answer. My camera's being all wiggy. Honestly, that's kind of it. I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the film. The film was okay. It was a pretty good film. Jack Black played Jack Black. A lot of the characters were not overly written. They seemed very forced into the environment. Like we got shown them. They did some wacky things. And then they're like, all right, now they're in Minecraft. Here we are. Minecraft. Even the way that I think some of the animation was pretty good. I do think though at times there was like points where the green screen world technically becomes very like apparent. Like you can obviously tell there's like the CGI creature and Jack Black like right next to each other. And you're like, wow, this looks really out of place and very What is this? The actors seemed like they wanted to be there. Why does it seem like this wasn't Borderlands? This wasn't Borderlands. This was not Borderlands bad. This was relatively okay. I enjoyed, but maybe that's just because I'm younger. Overall, movie's pretty cringy. I give it like a 6.5 to maybe, I give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Or maybe just a 6 out of 10. I'm in between that spot. Minecraft movie wasn't the greatest piece of media out there for Minecraft, alright? But it was a unique experience. It was certainly a refreshing style to see Minecraft in, and I know that's definitely still what's gonna make this movie so popular, is there's gonna be a lot of people that just want to see Minecraft. And I will say this, I wanted to watch a film that wasn't so serious. It wasn't trying to be so serious. And with all the trailers and everything that I saw, I literally had in my head, I was like, this is gonna be so bad that I'm gonna be like, that was enjoyable. That's kind of what it was for me, sitting in the movie theater. I will say, lots of children in those movie theaters. Wow, that was so awesome! Shut up, kid. Can't you see I'm trying to watch a movie? I didn't say that, but it's kind of it for me, I think. I've been Amir. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.